the wild. It's a place of raw beauty, untamed power, and unforgiving danger. From last-second saves to miraculous survival stories, these real rescues will leave you in awe. Get ready to witness the most unbelievable rescues caught on camera. These stories are a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the unwavering determination to survive. Picture this: a crowded train platform, the air thick with anticipation. A young man, lost in his own world, stumbles too close to the edge just as the ground begins to rumble. The deafening roar of an oncoming train fills the air, its horn blaring a desperate warning. People scream, their faces etched with horror as the man scrambles for purchase, his fingers desperately gripping the platform's edge. Time seems to slow to a crawl, but amidst the chaos, a hero emerges. A bystander, fueled by adrenaline and instinct, lunges forward, grabbing the man's arm with an iron grip. With a surge of superhuman strength, the rescuer hauls the man to safety, mere inches from the path of the oncoming train. The platform erupts in cheers and applause, a collective sigh of relief sweeping through the crowd. This, my friends, is what courage looks like. The mountains, majestic and unforgiving, command respect. But sometimes, even the most experienced climbers find themselves clinging to life on a treacherous precipice. High above the tree line, battered by icy winds and shrouded in mist, a lone figure clings precariously to a rock face. He's injured, his supplies dwindling, and the hope of rescue fading with the daylight. But hope arrives in the form of a distant whirring sound, the unmistakable beat of a rescue helicopter's rotors slicing through the thin mountain air. The helicopter, expertly piloted, navigates the treacherous winds and narrow canyons, its crew battling the elements to reach the stranded climber. With nerves of steel and pinpoint precision, the helicopter crew lowers a rescuer, a lifeline descending from the sky. The climber, his grip failing, is secured and lifted to safety, a testament to the skill and bravery of the mountain rescue team. The ocean, vast, powerful and beautiful, can turn dangerous in an instant. Riptides, those silent predators of the surf, can drag even the strongest swimmers out to sea. This is where the lifeguards come in, the unsung heroes of the beach, always vigilant, always ready to answer the call for help. Imagine a sunny afternoon, beachgoers enjoying the waves, but amidst the laughter and splashing, a cry rings out, a swimmer in trouble, caught in the grip of a powerful riptide. Panic sets in as the swimmer, exhausted and struggling, is pulled further and further from shore. On the beach, a lifeguard springs into action, his eyes scanning the water. He spots the struggling swimmer, a tiny speck being dragged out to sea. With a burst of speed, the lifeguard races into the surf, his powerful strokes eating up the distance. Calmly, the lifeguard reassures the swimmer, securing him to the rescue buoy. The lifeguard, strong and determined, fights against the current, inch by agonizing inch, bringing the exhausted swimmer back to the safety of the beach. Fire, a destructive force of nature, capable of consuming everything in its path. And in the face of such danger, it's the firefighters who run towards the flames, risking their lives to save others. Imagine a raging house fire. Flames licking at the night sky, smoke billowing out, obscuring the stars. Inside, a family is trapped, their escape cut off by the intense heat and suffocating smoke. The firefighters arrive, their faces grim as they assess the situation, but amidst the chaos they hear it, the faint cry of a baby coming from the inferno. Without hesitation, a firefighter, his protective gear the only thing standing between him and the inferno, enters the burning building. He crawls through the smoke-filled rooms, the heat scorching his lungs, his eyes stinging. With gentle hands, he scoops up the baby, cradling it close, and retraces his steps, emerging from the inferno, a beacon of hope in the midst of devastation. The mountains can be as beautiful as they are dangerous. When an avalanche strikes, it does so with terrifying speed and power. This is the story of one man's fight for survival, buried alive beneath the snow. Imagine skiers carving their way down through fresh powder. Suddenly the mountain roars, a deafening crack echoing through the air. A wall of snow comes crashing down, engulfing everything in its path. One skier is swept away, tumbled in a torrent of snow and ice. He's buried alive, the weight of the snow crushing down on him. Darkness surrounds him, the only sound the pounding of his own heart. He's trapped his air supply dwindling with every passing minute, but amidst the fear, a flicker of hope ignites. He remembers his avalanche training, the importance of conserving energy. Rescuers working tirelessly finally pull him from the icy grip of the avalanche. Floods, relentless and unforgiving, can devastate entire communities, leaving behind a trail of destruction in their wake. But even in the face of such devastation, acts of compassion and courage shine through, reminding us of the strength of the human-animal bond. Imagine a town inundated by floodwaters, homes submerged, streets transformed into raging rivers. And amidst the chaos, a desperate cry for help, a dog stranded on a rooftop, the floodwaters rising around it. The dog, terrified and alone, huddles on the roof, its whimpers carried away by the wind. A rescue team, their boat navigating the treacherous currents, has heard the animal's cries. As they approach the submerged house, they see the dog, its eyes wide with fear. With skill and determination, they maneuver the boat closer, one of the rescuers reaching out a reassuring hand. The dog, sensing their compassion, hesitates for a moment before scrambling into the safety of the boat, its tail wagging weakly in gratitude. The sky, a symbol of freedom and adventure, can also be a place of unimaginable terror when disaster strikes. Plane crashes, though rare, are a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the courage it takes to survive against all odds. Imagine a plane soaring through the clouds, its passengers lost in their thoughts, their dreams. Suddenly, the engines sputter, the lights flicker, and the plane begins to lose altitude, its descent becoming a terrifying freefall. The impact is deafening. The fuselage ripped apart, the smell of aviation fuel filling the air. Amidst the wreckage, a lone survivor stumbles out, dazed and disoriented, his body battered and bruised. He's alive, but stranded in the middle of nowhere, the wreckage of the plane burning around him. But then he hears it, the distant thump, thump, thump of a helicopter, its searchlight cutting through the darkness. The helicopter lands, its crew rushing to his aid. He's safe, pulled from the jaws of death, a testament to the tenacity of the human spirit. The underwater world, a realm of mystery and beauty, holds a special allure for cave divers. But the depths also hold hidden dangers, and for one diver, a routine exploration turns into a desperate fight for survival. Imagine the inky blackness of an underwater cave, the only light coming from the diver's headlamp, illuminating the strange and beautiful rock formations. He's deep inside the cave system, his movements slow and deliberate, his air supply dwindling. Suddenly, disaster strikes. A rockfall triggered by his movements blocks his exit, trapping him in the cold, dark depths. Panic surges through him, his heart pounding against his ribs, his breath coming in ragged gasps. He knows he's in a race against time, his air supply dwindling with every passing minute, but then a glimmer of light pierces the darkness. Another diver, his rescue team alerted to the situation, has found him. Finally, he's free, pulled from the watery tomb, his lungs burning, his body trembling with exhaustion and relief. Earthquakes can reduce buildings to rubble in seconds, trapping people beneath debris. This is the story of one woman's fight for survival. Imagine the ground shaking, buildings swaying, and people screaming. The earthquake strikes without warning. A woman finds herself trapped beneath rubble. Darkness surrounds her, the air thick with dust. She's injured, her body pinned by debris. Panic threatens, but she clings to hope. Then she hears the distant sound of voices. Rescuers have found her. She's alive, a testament to the human spirit and rescuers' dedication. Car crashes, a tragic reality of our modern world, can happen in the blink of an eye, leaving behind twisted metal and shattered lives. But in the aftermath of such devastation, it's the first responders who rush towards the wreckage, their skills and compassion offering a glimmer of hope. Imagine a mangled car, the aftermath of a high-speed collision, its metal frame twisted and torn, smoke rising from its crushed hood. Inside, the driver, seriously injured and trapped by the crumpled dashboard, fights to stay conscious. The first responders arrive, their faces grim as they assess the situation. Using hydraulic tools, they pry open the wreckage, their movements precise and controlled, their voices calm and reassuring amidst the chaos. The jaws of life whine, their powerful jaws biting into the metal, slowly peeling back the wreckage. Finally, after what seems like an eternity, they free him from the wreckage, his body carefully lifted onto a stretcher. He's alive thanks to the skill and dedication of the first responders. Their swift actions are testament to the importance of their work. We've journeyed from icy mountain peaks to the depths of the ocean, from raging infernos to the chaotic aftermath of natural disasters. We've witnessed the raw power of nature and the fragility of human life. But most importantly, we've witnessed the unyielding human spirit, the will to survive that burns brightest in the face of adversity. Stay safe, stay curious, and never give up hope.